Okay, cold open. It's my episode. I have been a tradition for me is to go through. So Halloween really marks the whole fall, October. Let's start with October. October.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. I think that Dempsey, I think our cold open just needs to be the fact that you're planning to throw candy out of your moving vehicle at children.
I think if I was a kid, and the thing is you have to remember there's no interaction with the child. It's just
except for pelting them with hard candy. You're like,
the kid is
kids.
It's not going to hit the kid. It's going to be like, it's like a parade. It's the same vibe as a parade.
Yeah.
If I say the F word in the first minute of the podcast, does that make it harder for people to find in the algorithm?
I don't know. I don't think we're not on YouTube.
Dempsey, cut that out.
Do I need to do another cold open? Does Seth want me to do another cold open?
No.
Okay.
No, just Katie dropping an F word in the first minute.
Oh, okay. I didn't even realize that. Anyways, look, I think it's an okay thing. So I drive Lyft and I wanted to give out candy, but I think it's weirder if I stop my car and give out candy. I can give candy to my riders. I think driving by, like, it's like a kid on a bicycle, doing the newspaper route. And you just see it, and you get them brightly colored so they can see them at nighttime. So Reese's and Almond Joys and things like that.
Wow, we've got something against the kids with nut allergies. That's fine. Right. Welcome to Overthinking Games. This is a podcast about what games, video games specifically, can teach us. My name is Katie. I'm a special education teacher.
I'm not saying it would be good.
And
I'm just saying you can.
I'm joined by my co-host Dempsey, who wants to pelt children with candy, and my co-host Seth, who looks like he wants to die inside.
No reason.
No reason.
We'll see what part of the cold open I cut out. We'll see.
Right. This week it is Halloween. Tomorrow is Halloween. And we are going to be talking about Halloween. Dempsey, it's your topic this week. Why don't you take us away?
No, well, okay. So here's the thing. I think, so first of all, you're getting a blast from the future. Because after this episode, we're going to release a bunch of older episodes. We're recording this the night before Halloween. This will go up Halloween Day. So, happy Halloween.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at you, editing master.
Yeah. So, this is going to be very out of order. So, we might reference things that do not make sense until later weeks. I played only one spooky game and then was like, I want to do a Halloween episode, but my game that I want to talk about is also my review that I open up with. So I just want to complain. And the thing that everyone loves to or hear people to complain about, which is a single person complaining about being single. But it not even like romantically, just like not having a roommate means I cannot watch horror movies or play horror games. And that has proved to be a proper inconvenience for me because I wanted to play Resi and I wanted to play Outlast. And then I just watched the trailers and I was like, as an adult, as a 27-year-old man, I do not think I can play this alone. And I tried to watch horror movies as well. I watched like a little bit of some spooky movies and I cannot do that by myself. So that's funny. And I did not know, because this is the first time in my life I've lived alone. And yeah, so that's hilarious that I did go with my friends to the movie theaters, and as a friend group we watched. Oh wait, no, are we gonna do non-gaming stuff afterwards? Okay, stay with the non-gaming stuff for after the podcast. But anyways, so the game I played is Cult of the Lamb, and I guess I'll review it. And then I'll talk about it more from like a spooky perspective.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, so I'll start with a review of Cult of the Lamb. It is the most addicting game I've ever played. Like, as far as like a game that I cannot put down, or like it's really difficult to put down, it's so hard because it's like you're in orbit around it in the way that you're always done, but also always falling. Like, how like the ISS is always falling. But anyways, you know how like
You've lost us.
so like
Just
how
keep going.
how orbit works, where like it's still falling down, but it's just falling to the side so fast that it never touches the ground.
I know
Okay.
how orbiting works.
Okay, so that's
I
what it
don't.
feels
Thank
like.
you.
It feels like you're always done, but you never are at a good stopping point.
Mhm.
Is what Cult of the Lamb feels like. You're always falling, but you never make it to Earth. So why? That's a no.
No, I was
this-
looking at Call of the Lamb on Steam because it's
Oh,
$50
okay.
off.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's crazy. Like, so like even
You're
with
gonna
games,
love it, Seth. It's a roguelike.
yeah,
Yeah,
it
I've seen
is.
it played before.
Yeah. So, and even compared to games like Slay the Spire, which is pretty addicting, and Vampire Survivors and Balatro, like there's hard stopping points in those games where your round ends and you feel like you've really tried a good idea or you won some. There's not that in Cult of the Lamb. Like, and the thing is that the clock doesn't change. So like in Stardew Valley, for example, when a day ends, you get a little loading screen that tells you how your day's gone. And like it's like a whole little thing. But that doesn't exist in Cult of the Lamb. The day cycle goes and you can do things for the entirety of the day cycle. But you can do a little bit different things. Like what you can do during the day and what you can do at nighttime are different. And so there's no rest and there's no natural stopping point at any point. And then like when you play an action game, you might be tired of doing the action. And then when you like play a farm sim, you might be like, okay, I want to go do something else. But Cult of the Lamb, like you can switch between them whenever you want. And like there is like you can pay, it's the perfect gaming experience as far as like what you want it pace like.
That's literally what I was about to say. It's like the perfect game.
Yeah, it is paced in whatever, like however you want a video game paced is how Cult of the Lamb is paced. And I sat down to play it and I played it for 3 hours more than I intended to. And when I quit, I still did not feel good about the spot that I quit in. I was like, oh, I should just do a couple more rounds. Like it's just like it has its hooks into my brain like I've never experienced a game do before. I don't think it's a very good game. That's the thing as well. I think that like
Why did I just buy it then?
It's a great game. Don't listen to him.
I think that I think there's games that do everything Cult of the Lamb does better, but not in the same package. So like as far as like a management sim, there are better management sim games. And as far as like a dungeon crawler roguelike combat game, there are it's like Hades is way better. Like what like leagues better than Cult of the Lamb. But like the idea of like letting you seamlessly swap between them, unparalleled genius. That crazy.
It's like Hades and Stardew Valley had an unholy baby.
Yeah. And then like the surprise of the mechanics, like especially in the first like 6 hours, which is how much I put in this game in one night because I couldn't stop myself. The first 6 hours, it's so surprising how the mechanics pop up to you. Like, what does it mean to eat shit? And what does it mean to not pick up shit? And what does it mean to let your followers kill themselves? And how many can you murder before they stop trusting you? like it's so off the wall and like, but it's not just aesthetically though. It's like it actually has gameplay implications. Like the shit, it means something to eat it, but also it makes you sick if you don't pick it up. Like it's like a layer deeper than just cosmetic. Like you can sacrifice your characters, and then some characters that makes them really feel unsafe and they're not good at their jobs anymore because they're worried that you're going to kill them. And so there's like a morale system that like it's all built around a morale system.
And then there's other characters who see that and become more devoted and become better at their jobs. So
yeah.
And it's super fun that like you can cultivate these followers as you go and kind of decide what kind of herd you'd like to have.
Yeah, and like you think you're going to be I thought I was going to be nice for like the first 2 hours. And then I was like, "Oh, I can murder them and then get an extra life?" Okay. Who has the least faith? Let's punish them.
Is that right? You get more lives?
Well, so like there's different rituals and things like that, and one of them is that if you die in a run, you can sacrifice one of your followers, and that gives you an extra
Oh,
life.
yeah. Yeah.
And
I only ever sacrificed when it was like a quest. Someone was like, please sacrifice me, oh leader. And I was like, okay.
oh, I do it to old people,
Whatever you say.
and I do it to people who have little faith. And then if someone there's no jail, only kill. There's no chance for rehabilitation.
See,
I
said I was a benevolent cult leader, and I meant it. Unlike some people.
There's no rehabilitation. If you're gonna steer other people the wrong way, that's it for you. And I think
you're toast.
Yeah, and I think so. Yeah, it's really interesting because I don't know how much it would benefit from having better combat and things like that. Like it does everything that it needs to do really well. It keeps you really engaged. It has a good fishing mini game, which is fantastic. It also has a really good mini game inside the game, which is like a gambling game with dice.
Oh yeah, I love that game. Knucklebones.
Yeah,
I love that
Knucklebones,
game.
which is surprisingly addictive. Actually,
it is really fun. I've played a lot of Knucklebones in that game,
and it's a really good like between luck and skill, where you always feel like you have enough control that doing it one more time will be worth it. And then your followers are like, "Oh, our leader was at the casino for 4 days and didn't feed us," and anyways, yeah.
What I loved about the combat in that game, I don't like super hard games. I tend to bounce off if the mechanics are too difficult. And so what I liked about it was that it's not too hard. And that actually suited me really, really well, because it was enough of a challenge that I felt good when I won, but not so much of a challenge that I was like, fuck this, I'm not coming back.
What difficulty did you play on?
Whenever I play pretty much any game, I always play on whatever their like regular setting
Default.
is.
So I played it on hard, and the combat feels good, but the management side is really tedious. And I wish you can control like easy management, difficult combat or something like that. Like I wish you had more control over.
Interesting. I didn't think about that the management would be more challenging.
Oh yeah. Yeah. They lose faith and they're always hungry and they're always shitting everywhere. And
you can build an outhouse.
What?
You can build an outhouse.
Yeah, but I like the satisfaction of getting the task done, you know? It feels good. Anyways.
Huh.
So I think that's like the mechanical experience of playing Cult of the Lamb. And then I guess for the topic, we'll talk about like the horror elements, because there are horror elements, and it's like watching a Simpsons Treehouse of Horror, where like it's spooky, but it's comedy and like it's just for the vibes and it's not actually scary.
It's supposed to be like funny.
Yeah. It's a comedy. It's much more like a. Yeah.
The horror is actually just the parallel to real life cults.
You do live in Mormon country.
Yeah.
Katie, what have you been playing this week?
I've still been playing The Long Dark. And then did I talk about Sudoku last week?
No.
Okay. Listen here, children, I must tell you of this magical game known as Sudoku. Along I have thought that I wasn't good at Sudoku, or that I couldn't play it because it's numbers and I'm bad at numbers, English teacher, all the things. And I started playing this Sudoku game that is, I'm trying to think of what it's by Brainium Studios, and they do the same, it's a phone game. They do the Spider Solitaire game that my mom really likes, that she's played for years and years. So this Sudoku game is so cool because, well, what I didn't know is that you can like put notes into the boxes, and that's how you play to like figure out what numbers should go in, right? And I just thought people were super smart and could like intuit what numbers go where. Like I really had no idea how to play. And so this game is really neat because it has a help feature that when you click on it, it gives you the first step. It says, look at this row. And you look at the row and you're like, I don't know. And so you click next, and then it says, look at these two numbers. And you look at it and you say, I don't know. And you click next, and it says, it's these two, are the only ones this box can be. So you know you can get rid of this number and all these other boxes. And it tells you like the name of the rule and it explains why that's true. And so it actually like scaffolds the game for you so that you can learn how to think about the game so that you can solve it by yourself. So I started out playing, I'm so excited. I started out playing on easy and I started to get the hang of it. And then I went to medium and I started to get the hang of that. And now I've been on hard for quite some time. And I'm getting to a point where I can do probably about two-thirds of the puzzle without asking for help. And then I get to one little spot where I'm like, I don't know. I can't figure out what I'm missing. And I'll ask for help. And it's usually just the first step of help. And I'm like, oh, I see it now. Okay. And then after you find that, that one missing number or whatever, all of the rest of the pieces fall into place like dominoes. And it's become like this most satisfying thing. And I have played so much Sudoku over the last 3 weeks. It's actually mind-boggling. But it's just so satisfying, especially when you start to really understand how the puzzles work, the fact that it's not arbitrary. There's rules and logic that you can follow and you can figure it out every time. It's just the most satisfying experience. So if you need to learn how to play Sudoku, I would really suggest Sudoku by Brainium Studios. It's a free game, doesn't have a lot of ads, and it's just really great for actually teaching you how to think about it, which is what I needed. I needed somebody to teach me how to play. I couldn't just look at the directions and figure it out. So that's been a game changer for me, literally. And that's pretty much all I've been playing. How about you, Seth?
Yeah, I haven't played anything spooky, sort of, really. I downloaded Dave the Diver a few days ago.
Oh, well, that's underwater. That's spooky.
Oh, yeah, that is spooky.
Great game. I just kind of did it on a whim because I saw it was on sale. I didn't even have it in my wish list. I don't know. I think I saw some sort of article about it, and I was like, this game always seemed like fun. I've been looking for something to play. Why don't I play it? It's a lot of fun. The game has so much to do. I feel like every round of the game, I'm always like, dang, I should go do that thing. Which I really enjoy. The game works such that you're Dave, you go diving, and you just catch fish. During a day, in the morning, you go down, you catch fish, you pick up supplies that are in the ocean so that you can build other weapons. And sometimes people are like, hey, I need you to go kill 5 jellyfish because they're overpopulating the ocean. And you're like, sure. And sometimes they're like, hey, I need you to go collect 5 shells for my research project. And you're like, I got nothing else better to do. But then there's also this main storyline going. But so you have to catch fish, do all these other things. You do that for a morning session and an afternoon session. So you get to do it twice. And then at the nighttime of the game, you work as a waiter in a sushi restaurant. So the game is 2/3 diving, catching things, catching fish, gathering stuff for people, and then the sort of breakup in the game, so you're not doing the same thing all the time, is this restaurant management simulator where you have to prepare the menu, you have to serve customers, you have to clean dishes. It's sort of Overcooked-esque.
Interesting.
But it's just you're just working behind the bar, so you just kind of have to run back and forth.
Oh, it's on sale this weekend.
Yeah, and it's weird. The interesting thing about the gameplay loop is because you prepare the menu, so the fish that you go catch influences what you can put on the menu for that night. So there's a strategy element to be oh, I have to catch these specific fish because I know I want to use them for the higher impact recipes. It's a full fishing game that also has a restaurant management part that somehow I think also has some Subnautica-esque thing going on. It's a weird game. It just seems like there's a lot to do. There's like 5 different plot lines all happening at the same time. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Although I am excited to play some Call of the Lamb now, because I literally just downloaded it or installed it or bought it.
Dave the Diver looks really fun. I saw it a lot last year. I think it was on a lot of people's like Game of the Year shortlists and things like that. Also, I want to experience a 2D Subnautica because 3D Subnautica is too scary for me.
Too scary.
So this idea where it's like water-based but in 2D feels very approachable.
I don't know how like Subnautica-esque it really is. So far, like what I've been through has been only like there's been some like slightly spooky parts, but it's really just because it's like, ooh, giant squid.
Sure.
I'll also say in general, though, just because we're talking about spooky games, I probably talked about this in last year's Halloween episode, but I'm like very like non-horror, non-spooky. I just can't do it at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not good for me because like it's one of the few things that causes me to like get in my own head. Like I won't be able to sleep at night because I'm like something in the shadows is gonna like pop out of my apartment and kill me. Just to put myself out there, the walk from my bedroom to my bathroom, because it's in my room, I get up out of bed, I go around my bed, and then my bathroom is like situated weird. It's essentially like the shower is in like the middle of the bathroom. So there's this like narrow passageway past the shower, and then you get to like the sink in the toilet. So, but the entire time at night when I walk into my bathroom, I have to stare in the mirror like as I walk.
No.
And then I have to like go to the bathroom, and then coming back from the bathroom, I know that like the mirror can see like the back of my head, and every night that I have to like get up to go to the bathroom, I'm like, something's gonna come out of the mirror and kill me.
Oh my god.
So like I legit like cannot watch like scary stuff because like my brain can't process it at like late at night, which probably just means I need to expose myself to like more scary stuff so my brain gets over it. But like my girlfriend and I were watching Stranger Things, and I think we got to like Stranger Things like season like 3, and I was like, yeah, I can't do this. Like that's like the level of like I can't do it.
Oh.
I like really can't do like anything that's got like horror thrill elements.
I wouldn't consider Stranger Things horror at all.
No.
I know. I just can't do it.
It's like an 80s throwback adventure.
No, like most of Stranger Things was good for me. It's whatever. Maybe it's like season 4 or something.
No, none of it.
No, I mean, none of it's like too bad. But like, that's the level of like, that's my tolerance level for like anything that has any sort of like thriller element to it.
That's funny. I have a question real quick back about Dave the Diver.
Sure.
That seems extremely different from your usual genre. What inspired that?
Because Dave the Diver is like, hold on, let me see like how it's tagged.
It's tagged
I bet
as
it's a
RPG,
roguelite.
I think.
No, I mean it's a sort of like adventure game in
Pixel
some sort of
graphics,
aspect.
casual management.
Yeah, I mean I guess that's sort of a little out of my genre. I don't know. I heard good things about the game. I've seen a little bit of gameplay. It's rated really well. I do sort of like the I do like management sims to some aspect. I definitely like adventure games. It's just the kind of game that like I don't play a ton because I feel like it's a genre of games that there's not really a lot of like good ones. Like strangely enough, I sort of like fishing games. Like if it was literally like, you know, the actual like fishing games, I probably wouldn't enjoy it. But like I like fishing mini games. Didn't I do a whole episode on fishing mini games?
We did, yeah.
I like fishing mini games. I like management sims to like some degree. Of course I like adventure games. So like I was looking at it as like this feels like a kind of weird confluence of like the perfect game outside of my main genre.
Cool.
And it's fun so far. I mean, I was playing it a little bit before we got on. I'll probably play a little bit when we get off.
Nice. Cool. All
I
right.
also want to review another game.
Okay.
I am on day 64 of my Duolingo streak.
Congratulations.
Is it a game?
And I consider it a
It's
game.
gamified.
I think it's more of a game than it is a curriculum. So
That's probably true.
So this is what I'll say about Duolingo. It does not teach you the rules of Spanish. I think it's meant to have it to where you intuit the rules and you just
Yes.
kind of get a vibe for what's right and what's wrong.
Mhm.
I had it's not to where it's challenging yet. Like just like the basic level of growing up in a kind of Spanish speaking household and then also I like all the verb tenses and like basic communication is fine. So like I get a perfect score pretty much every time. So I'm not like far enough to be challenged yet though. But I think when it seems like if I was learning Spanish from scratch, it would be okay.
Mhm.
I have a controversial opinion, and that is that I think it would be worth it to pay for Super Duolingo.
Mhm.
Like if you were like, okay, I'm gonna like try to get conversational within a year.
Mhm.
Like I'm gonna try to get like, it's time. You do more than one lesson a day and do them consistently. I think Super Duolingo, I had a month of it for free, which was very nice.
Mhm.
And every time I see the little heart thing, I'm like, oh. Anyways, so Duolingo is tempting me to buy Super Duolingo.
So
Yeah,
I'm totally.
Oh, sorry.
I was going to say I'm totally on board with you on that because I did Duolingo Spanish from the perspective of like somebody who had no background on it. I took Spanish like 1 and 2 in high school.
Sure.
But that was my exact experience. I went, this is cool and fun to do as long as I have Duolingo Super. And as soon as my Duolingo Super wore off, I was like, this is no longer fun and engaging. And
Yeah.
I have no desire to do this anymore.
Yeah.
But like the Duolingo Super is like, it's like a full subscription price, isn't it? It's like $15 a month or something.
I think it's like
100 something for the year. Like
Oh, is
180
it?
or something for the year.
Oh, whoa, no, wait. I'm gonna look this
Yeah,
up.
I think
I
so.
thought it was like $5 a month.
No, I think it's like
No,
way more than that.
Pretty sure the super one is. My mom, she's been doing, shout out to mom, she's been doing Duolingo Spanish for over 1,000 days. She has
Okay.
over 1,000 day streak. She started Spanish from scratch, never had any real Spanish classes, never spoke Spanish at all. And now she is able to use it a little bit at work to help her out with Spanish speaking clients and stuff, which is really cool. But she does, I'm pretty sure she uses the super subscription because the AI that they've introduced is super, super helpful for pinpointing what part are you not getting and helping to explain
Oh, that
side
makes
of
sense.
things.
That's cool.
Yeah. So it's kind of like having a digital tutor, which is quite cool.
So,
And it's
Oh.
been pretty effective for her.
so the individual is $7 a month if you pay in a yearly. So that's $83.99 a month. And then if you get a family plan, it's $10 a month. But you can have other people on your family plan. So it's about $7
Maybe
a
that's
month.
what it was, $120 a month when we had the family plan. Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I actually don't think it's horrible. I was surprising, like, oh, this is fine. Anyways, so that's my review for Duolingo. Okay. Oh, we have an email. Today's a shorter
yeah.
episode. We should do an email segment
yes.
anyways.
Yes.
All right. Do you want to read? Someone who has met Brett
Yes.
should read this, not me.
I will. Okay. We received a very kind email from our friend over from Lord to Death podcast, Brett. Hi, Brett. Thanks so much for your kind email. It made our whole day. So this was in relation to our most recent episode, Spoiled About Spoilers. He said, "Hello, friends. I just wanted to say that I loved this week's episode. I thought it was a great topic, and it was interesting to hear that you guys all had a different outlook on spoilers and how you approach them. I'm the kind of person who gets spoiled on something that I'm interested in and immediately lose all interest in the subject. I had a friend years back who spoiled season 11 of Supernatural, and I never watched the show again because I felt like I knew too much and it didn't matter anymore. I'm sorry that happened, Brett. Keep up the great work, y'all. Just don't make us wait over a month for the next one. Just kidding. Take all the time you need. LOL. Cheers, Brett." Thank you, Brett. We always appreciate hearing from you. And yeah, that's a bummer about season 11. I never finish any shows at all, so I feel you there. And we'll try not to have a month in between episodes. We're doing better now.
It's hard.
It's hard.
Doing this is hard.
Dempsey's our content genius, and he has like a real job. It's a lot.
Yeah. Brett, I was gone on your episode, so I feel like I can speak freely without any context of your actual personality. I have listened to the podcast, though. Lord to Death, very good. So
It's very good.
I have a similar thing. So there's a very mediocre movie, mediocre to bad movie, at least according to the reviews, that came out recently. No, although that would fall into that category, but Joker Folie à Deux.
I heard about that. I heard that it was bad.
Yeah, and I got it spoiled for me. And normally, if I'm interested in a movie, it doesn't matter if it's good or bad. I watch it anyways because I feel like I'm going to learn from it. But knowing that I know like a big twist spoiler thing that happened, now I'm like a lot less interested in watching the movie. So I kind of get some of that, yeah.
Especially because you don't think it's going to be good. So like, if you already know, what's the point?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like finishing things. Like, I never watched the last season of Leverage. Did you guys ever watch Leverage?
Sounds like an old person show. Like it's on TNT or...
Yeah, it was on
CBS
TNT. God, it was really good. They were this team of con artists that worked like Robin Hood style to rob from the rich and right wrongs for ordinary people. It was really good. But they got to the last season and it was going to be ended. And I was so sad that it was over that I never watched it. So in my heart, the show continues on.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, if you have opinions on Leverage, the TNT drama from like 1987 or whenever Katie
oh my
was
God,
watching
no.
this.
It was like the mid-2000s when all the great TV was on, okay? 2006 was a great year for television.
I would have been 9.
Schmoll.
Anyways, so yeah, email us in. We'll read it on the show. If you have other opinions about spoilers, let us know. Okay, our topic today, which Seth kind of inadvertently started. I thought
it's because we were like, I thought that's we were already there.
Sudoku is so scary.
Sudoku is scary.
About it.
Scary
good.
Yeah. I think we are a podcast of cowards. I don't think any of us has
in regards to games
interest or like investment in the horror genre. I think we all, and I think that's a failure on your guys' part because both of you have partners and can watch this stuff with people around or can play these games with people around.
No, I'm not going to let that go uncontested. Just 2 weeks ago, and we talk about this on the most recent episode that's probably going to be released longest after this. Yeah. I recently played Little Nightmares with one of my very best friends, and she's not a gamer, but she really wanted to see Little Nightmares be played. So we went to her house and we had schnackies and we played Little Nightmares in one sitting. And it was so much fun. And because we were all huddled on our couch watching, well, me and her cousin were taking turns playing. And my husband was there and her husband was there and all the things and the cats and everything. And because of that, it was very cozy and safe feeling. And I was able to finally make it through Little Nightmares, something I've never been able to accomplish before, despite trying multiple times. And we have plans to play number 2. And I'm going to show her Soma and say, hey, don't you think we should watch a game about what it means to be human and also terrifying electronic techno monsters? And I think that that's going to work. So speak for yourself.
Katie, what is the level of horror that you feel like you can experience without like it causing any kind of like psychological drama? Because Little Nightmares, that's fine. That's very cartoony. I would not have a problem with Little Nightmares.
It's scary when the fucking hands are coming at you, trying to grab you, and then they eat you. It's awful. Yeah. For me, I don't like that feeling of being chased. I can handle atmospheric horror. I can handle creepy. I can handle like spooky jump scares. What I cannot handle is being chased.
Oh, okay.
And games love to chase you. Everything chases you in scary games.
That's true.
You're constantly running like a rabbit from a greyhound. It's just too much. So that's and in Soma, if you look at the techno monster, he can find you.
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
Yeah, I'd probably not be able to do Soma. I saw Josh Gamers Drink playing Outlast 2. And that game looks so horrible. Like, do you know what? Like, from what I saw, it was like a really fast-paced horror game. So, like, the monsters are like the fast, sprinty zombies in an old medical hospital, and they're chasing you. But it's like, it's not like, it is atmospheric, but like, it's not slow atmospheric build of like, oh, there's something scary here. It's like, I need to problem solve very quickly and run as fast as I can, or else I will be eaten by zombies. And that also sounds horrible.
Awful. I like watching people play that. I think that I could play it, like I said, if I was sitting there with a friend right next to me. I tried streaming it because I thought that would be enough to make it less scary.
Yeah.
It was not enough.
Okay, that's interesting. Do you feel that way about like scary movies? Like,
I don't watch scary movies purely because I don't like gore and like body horror. I really don't like body horror in movies. I don't like body horror at all. And it seems like that's usually one of the main things that horror movies kind of rely on. I love a good scary thriller like The Quiet Place. Great. Loved that. That was scary. Okay. I even thought, I watched Signs when I was a kid and I thought it was scary at the time. So I'm okay with scary as long as it's not gory.
A horror movie could be like a 4-star for me so fast if it has any kind of like theme to it. Like if there's any theme besides people are horrible, it honestly like dramas and comedies and like every other genre, superhero movies have to be like good and also have a theme and something emotional to say. But like if it's a horror movie and then it's like, oh, but it's actually a movie about standing up for yourself, I'm like, best thing ever. Like the bar is so low for emotional impact with horror movies for me that any type of like emotional stakes that feel even vaguely wholesome or like vaguely like optimistic, I instantly love so much. And like that's like currently how I'm finding horror movies is I ask ChatGPT, can you give me some optimistic horror movies or horror movies with like a wholesome theme? But so I think my relationship with horror movies is more about like, I don't want to watch like, I don't know, like something about like I feel like a lot of horror movies are mean spirited. Like they're
that
mean.
Awful one about they're like trapped in a house and there's like a guy named Killsaw or Jigsaw or
something.
Saw. Oh yeah, Saw. It's awful.
Saw. Yeah. Yeah. And well, yeah, I don't know. I think you can argue that Saw has like a positive message.
No.
But it has so much body horror. No, it's only body horror.
I need to specifically bring up my beef with Saw because one of my best friends, she really likes the Saw movies.
Okay.
And she was like, you got to watch like the first Saw movie with me. And I was like, this really isn't my thing, but I will watch it with you because you want me to watch it. And she's like, and the whole movie, this guy is just like torturing people. And it's like, yeah, but they're bad people. And I'm like, that doesn't justify torturing people, even if they need to be like taught a lesson. I don't think like vigilante justice by torturing them is the correct answer to this.
No, because it's that someone, it's that it's the someone who has the willpower to beat Jigsaw. Like that's the thing. It's like it's the indomitable human spirit that you want to see.
I would
like
die.
like seeing people die to the machines is like not that interesting. But seeing someone like think their way out of it and beat the machine, like that, I think that's where the value of Saw is. It's the indomitable
No.
human spirit.
No, and I would also probably literally just die. I would be like, nah, just fucking shoot me instead. Whatever crazy shit you're trying to get me to do, I think I would rather just like, it's not worth it.
Saw 2 was the first horror movie I ever saw. No, that's not true. The first horror movie I ever saw was 13 Ghosts, with Shaggy Rogers. Who plays Shaggy Rogers? What's his actual name?
I don't know,
Nobody
but I know the guy you're
knows.
talking about.
Yeah. The guy who plays Shaggy, he's beloved. He's like a beloved character actor. Anyways,
Shaggy from Scooby-Doo?
yeah.
From the
He plays
live action?
Yeah, he plays. Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah,
like,
he's English or something, isn't he?
no, he's very American. I think he's American.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Anyways, but Saw 2, I remember watching Saw 2 when I was very little. And
When you were very little.
yeah, I would have been like pre-second grade or something like that. And I remember my mom showing me the special features to show me how it was all fake.
Mm.
And that's like a core memory of mine is like,
Being
oh, they
traumatized
like
by
all
your
these
mom
people were having
first
fun
grade.
while they were making this.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Oh,
And
so
so-
it was like your look behind the curtain.
Yeah. And so I think
That's kind of cool.
yeah, and so because like it is like horror movies are often very fun to shoot because like covered in blood and like they're funky props and things like that.
Mm.
And so anyways, so that's like I don't know. I feel like I have an affection for Saw because I have this memory of watching it when I was in like second grade, being very traumatized and then learning about filmmaking.
Interesting. But do you feel that you can play games of a similar caliber or similar like bend?
No, I get way scareder games way faster. And like
It's the
if I
immersion.
actually feel fear from a game, it's way more intense than feeling fear from a movie. Like way more intense. I think yeah. I don't know. Also, I don't know how games are made. So like I can't reassure myself I'm like, oh, this is what they're doing, or this is like the prop that they used, or this is why they use this camera setup or whatever. Like
So,
when I'm
like-
watching a horror movie, I can kind of like think through it and things like that. But a game, I like they're mysteries to me still. They feel kind of spiritual in a way. And so like I have no vocabulary to deconstruct them.
So if it was stripped down to like its polygons and you could see how they like layer the textures and stuff to create the images and that sort of thing, would that help you?
Probably, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, but I feel
I
like
want to see how the sausage is made.
yeah, because then you have control over it.
Sure.
But I think also there's games that are not horror games that I consider kind of spooky.
Mhm.
So I think Human Fall Flat is not a horror game, but I think it is kind of spooky. Do you know what I mean?
I haven't played that
No.
one, but my understanding is that it is not scary.
I think it feels like you're stuck in purgatory. Like Human Fall
Okay.
Flat has this really like strange, like the music is too thoughtful for the type of game it is.
You are talking about the game where like people try and just like throw each other as like little mannequins, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I think
I think
I think
Go ahead.
Human Fall Flat and Minecraft both are kind of have spooky vibes. Because of-
Minecraft. Sorry, go ahead. Keep going.
No, because of how isolated they are and how the music is a little bit too thoughtful for the type of game it is. I cannot play Human Fall Flat by myself. I can play I think
Because it's a multiplayer game.
well, no,
You literally can't.
no, you can, but like the idea of being stuck in a place that's not real and it's like I don't
Dempsey,
know.
this says way more about you than the games you're talking about.
Yeah, I was going to say. It's like we're back inside his mind where his thoughts aren't real. Okay. Okay.
Anyways, you don't have a game that's not scary, but you feel like is like hits something
Stranger
spooky in you?
Things.
Stranger Things. Yeah. I think that I think I play a game called I've talked about it 8 million times, but The Long Dark. And I will get spooked out in the long dark because you're literally alone in the wilderness. There's nobody around. There's wild animals that can hunt you down and come out of almost nowhere.
Imagine
so
them putting like a ghost that comes up only every once in a while, though.
Well,
like,
do you know what they're doing? I'll tell you what they're doing that was terrifying. They did, they added a mountain lion, and they've taken it out because it's a little bit broken. But the way that it was when it first started was whenever you entered the specific region, if you spent, there was like a countdown. If you spent enough time in this region, the mountain lion would find you because theoretically it's stalking you this entire time. And then regardless of where you were, it would be able to jump out and get you. And you would be in this region trying to find safety and protection against this fucking panther phantom. Terrifying.
Cool.
Yeah. I hope they fix it and bring it back.
I think the Long Dark definitely has scary vibes. Like, I think it's active. That's like actively a spooky game.
Yeah. But completely grounded, really. Minus the geomagnetic event.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
It's really grounded. I was going to say, a really good game that is spooky but not horror is Hellblade. That is a really good game for creepy ambiance and getting kind of spooked out, especially playing it in the dark with headphones on. Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. She's got schizophrenia or psychosis of some kind, and you hear her voices. And the way that they do the soundscape on it, the sound design is so creepy. I haven't played the second one yet, but I think I should play that this weekend because it's Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet. I know what I'm doing this weekend.
You don't think Minecraft's a little bit scary?
Minecraft has the Elderman or whatever the hell, and he is like he's exactly the same Enderman. He is exactly the same as Techno Monster from Soma. If you look at him, he can find you. That's terrifying. And I don't like being out at the dark because the bats and things will attack you.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it gets tedious at nighttime, but I think there's something like spooky about it all the time.
It's just, again, the chasing. I just don't like being chased.
Okay.
I'm a rabbit inside my soul.
What?
I think it's interesting. Like, Cult of the Lamb is interesting because it is like spooky but not horror. And I think like that for me has been a really good Halloween game. It's like watching it's comedy. It's like watching a Simpsons Treehouse of Horror.
Satire.
Yeah.
All the things.
Yeah. And I think...
When you asked me what my level of horror was, I almost said Cult of the Lamb to be funny.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so I will feel brave. I will be like, I've played Resi, I can do it again. But like, I don't know. I don't think I can play like an actual, I don't know. Like, I played Alan Wake.
Oh, that's too scary for me.
Oh, no. It was fine.
No. Seth, have you played that one?
Nope.
It's too scary. It's so scary. Ooh.
Supernatural horror does not scare me very much.
Okay.
Because I'm too much of an asshole. I'm like, well, ghosts aren't real. So, like, I'm kind of a pretentious douchebag. And then so, like, ghost movies don't scare me that much.
You heard
but
it here,
like,
folks.
but like the idea of like random violence, that is something that
scary.
horrifies me. Like a genre of like that is the scariest genre of horror to me, is home invasion.
Senseless
Or
violence.
senseless violence is a genre of horror that I cannot abide.
My friend Roseanne, she is super she's gonna love this episode. She would have been a great guest for this episode. She loves horror, and she's who I played Little Nightmares with. But she talked to me once about home invasion movies and how they really came into sort of the zeitgeist following 9/11 because in America, because as Americans we felt so invaded from having an attack on our own soil that it brought up all of these like insecurities about like, can we trust our neighbors? Are we safe in our own home? Like, you know, how can, you know, everything can be normal and then not okay the next second, you know? And so a lot of those movies kind of bloomed from that cultural insecurity, which I thought was a really interesting thing to think about.
Yeah, if I played more horror stuff, I would have like the idea that like zombies are like a fear of disease personified and things like that, like the societal fears that come from horror tropes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah.
What?
Nothing. There's just, I don't know. There's just something like there's something so grounded about. And the thing is, like, that's also why I can't watch true crime. I'm also not a fan of true crime because I'm like, I have a coworker who's kind of quiet. Are they gonna murder me? Have they been like have they been like following me home and like learning my routine so they could kill me at 3 a.m? Like I can't do true crime either. True crime is like, I also think true crime is really disrespectful. I'm like morally opposed to it, but it's also very scary. With that.
Yeah. Seth, are you a true crime person?
No, but I just don't. I think it's because I just don't care. I guess like okay. The thing is, most of the media I consume is fiction. I'm just not a big nonfiction media fan in general. Mm-hmm. Like I don't particularly enjoy biographies a ton. I mean, I'll do like some documentaries sometimes if it's like a nature documentary about something that is like relevant to what I teach, I guess.
I love documentaries.
But yeah, I mean, it's just like nonfiction isn't really my thing. Yeah, so like not really. And also I'm renowned among my friends for being like low anxiety. So like I just like despite the fact that I seem to have this like fear that something's gonna like pop out of my mirror and kill me, that does not bother me about like real life things.
It's like the opposite of me.
Yeah, like I will very often like accidentally like leave the door to my apartment unlocked and just like go to work. Or I'll just leave like my car unlocked and I just like doesn't bother me. Like I just don't have the same sort of like, I don't know, anxiety set.
Survival instinct.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. To counteract it, my girlfriend's anxious about everything, so
there you go. You balance each other out.
Yeah.
See, my husband and I are both anxious about everything, so we're very, very safe.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, that was, I think, our most unstructured episode ever.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for
joining us. We'll see if
us.
Dempsey cuts this one.
So, no, sometimes I have cut episodes because they were bad before, but I think this one I want out for Halloween. Before we go, I want to do a non-video game segment at the end here.
Okay.
I watched Andrew Garfield and Florence Pugh have sex, and it was in We Live in Time or whatever.
Okay.
They had a lot of sex in that movie. There was like 4 or 5 sex scenes. It was a lot.
It's like The Room.
I've never seen The Room.
You're missing out, man.
But
so bad.
I went to that with some friends, and it was if you want like the most like pop culture, like typical love story possible, that is what that movie is. Like it is like
Good.
it's better than The Notebook, I will say. Like it's better than a Nicholas Sparks film, like leagues
Okay.
better. It's like it's not like a cheap and cheap, like it's like thoughtful-ish film, like a very like prototypical kind of timeless love story. I do not think it like challenges the audience or asks any questions that have not been asked before or does a whole lot that's interesting. Like it's about parenthood and being a newlywed and having disagreements in your marriage, and one of you is
Sure.
mean and one of you just shuts down. Like it's like really tropey, but it's like the best version of those tropes that I've seen in a long time. So
Cool.
if you're looking for something to kind of validate all your suburban feelings about family, I would say We Live in Time with Andrew Garfield and Florence Pugh, directed by the same guy that directed Goldfinch, which was like a better movie. But anyways, it's good. And then I have been watching all the Treehouse of Horrors. My favorite. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. So Halloween kicks off. October kicks off my favorite time of the year, which is the whole holiday season from October to January. And it's because I love TV specials. Like, give me a Parks and Rec Halloween special, like The Office Halloween Party. And like, I'm just a sucker for any type of like holiday themed media. There are plenty of shows which I have not seen a regular non-Christmas episode from, but I like Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I have never watched like a regular episode, but I've watched all their holiday specials. So this is this is holiday special season, and tomorrow is Halloween, and then Christmas starts, and then it's good.
Have you ever seen the original Frankenweenie, the black and white version?
Yeah,
That's what I watched that with my kids, with my students on Halloween.
It's like a short film, right?
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
12 minutes long or something like that. 15 minutes maybe. And I'm like, oh, what happens in the plot? Blah, blah, blah. Line it to something. But it's just really, it's just a really cute, and they don't want to do anything tomorrow anyway. They're just excited about going trick-or-treating. So that's what we're doing tomorrow, and I'm excited. I've been reading The Black Girls Survives in this one, which is an anthology of short stories featuring young Black girls who are the protagonists in horror, and the monsters, both human and supernatural, that they have to fight to survive and outwit and all the things. It's been really entertaining. It's YA, so it's not too scary for me. Honestly. And I really like the narrator as well. I'm trying to see who narrates it. It's narrated by, it doesn't tell me. But
Do you feel like
really,
the title
really good.
ruins
Shayna
the
Small is her name.
Do you feel like the title ruins the suspense?
No, I think it's really nice because in the foreword they talk about basically how people of color, and specifically Black women, are really underrepresented in horror. And if they are in horror, they always die first. And so I think it's really cool. I like it. It's been good. And I like knowing, I'm the kind of person that's like, wait, tell me, does the dog die? Like, let me know, does the main character make it? Like, who all dies? Tell me everyone who dies, and then I'll watch the movie. So I'm super happy to know that the Black girl survives in this one. I'm happy with that. And some of them end on a cliffhanger. Like the first story, it was really creepy. And you get to the end of it, and there's that plot twist cliffhanger, and you're like, oh, shit, how's she gonna get out of that? We'll never know because the story's over.
Gotcha. Cool.
Yep. Been good. How about you, Seth? Doing anything non-video game?
Not really. I watched some movies recently. I watched oh geez, what was it called? I don't know, some movie featuring Jennifer Lopez in some sort of like mech
Atlas.
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah, it was okay. I saw that.
I kind of just had it on while I was doing some other stuff, and I was like, yeah, this is a good background.
You didn't like it?
No, it's a bad way to watch movies.
Of course, it's a bad way to watch a movie, but it wasn't that great of a movie in the first place.
It was okay. It was AI and tropey.
Yeah, it was really tropey. It was just like, yeah, an AI. It was like if Detroit Became Human was like bad. So I was like, I just want something sci-fi on while I do this. I watched Star Trek Beyond, the 2016 Star Trek movie featuring I forget what his name is.
Chris Hemsworth?
No.
He's in it.
Is he?
I'm pretty sure Chris Hemsworth is in that.
Chris Pine.
Oh.
Was the lead. That was another movie that was okay. It sort of felt like this is Star Trek, but like we sort of have forgotten like why I enjoy watching Star Trek, which is not anything to do with the action and entirely to do with like the human element. So that was cool. I watched like the 2003 Van Helsing featuring the guy who does Wolverine. Nice. I got like halfway through that movie and then I realized I had a headache and I went to bed.
A resounding recommendation.
I watched that movie so much as a child.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was not good.
No,
it gave me a headache,
good.
so I went to bed. And then I was watching. What else was I watching today? I was watching. It's called Infinite.
Mm-hmm.
What was some 2001 movie featuring Mark Wahlberg, where it's like, hey, you can.
Oh, he's like Superman. Is it a M. Night Shyamalan movie?
No,
the bad one.
No, it's just like he just can just remember like all of his previous lives. Also not another great movie. Just been watching like a string of like,
not that great.
I'd rather play Dave the Diver.
Fair. All right.
But
cool.
Anyway.
Okay. Well, happy Halloween. Stay safe.
Happy Halloween.
Don't
take candy from strange minivans.
Don't throw candy at strange children.
I think it's acceptable. Okay. Bye.
Okay. Bye.